Hello everybody. I am making this video today to talk about something that I've had an amazing dramatic experience with, and I want it to share with you. I want it to share with you in my person. I could write about it, but I feel that it's more effective and I can really get my message across about it in person. So I am here talking to you about it right now. Today is the 10th day of a 10-day master lemonade cleanse that I just did. Basically, for 10 days, all I have consumed is lots of water in the form of lemonade with lemons, lots of lemons. These are all local lemons that I've used, but you can buy them from the store. You need probably around 50 or so lemons and limes for 10 days of the cleanse. Maple syrup, grade B is the best that you can buy. It's they've got grade A, B, C, and D. And as you go down the line, they have more nutrients. So right here I've got organic maple syrup and cayenne pepper. So these three ingredients here combined with water can give you all the nutrients you need to last for the entire cleanse, up to 40 days actually. A lot of people do this cleanse up to 40 days. It is a juice fast. There's lots of different forms of juice fast that you could do. This is one of the more simpler ones, and it was created a while ago, years ago, and has been tested time and time again. It's safe. Maybe some doctors may say it's not safe, but they don't know, and it is very safe, and it's very effective, and it is really good for you. Fasting in general is extraordinary for your health. It is really the ultimate healer for any ailment. Different levels of fasting, different amounts of times of fasting. I've done fasting in the past for up to 5 days. This is my longest cleanse I've done, and really I've been more mindful about it this time, and really I'm getting amazing results. I initially did the cleanse definitely not to lose weight. I am very thin anyways, and my concern was I really didn't want to lose weight. A lot of people do fasting and cleansing to lose weight. But anyways, I probably did lose some weight, and that's okay. I'll gain it back. But anyways, I did it because, you know, I've been eating healthy for a while. I've been eating organic. I've been eating fresh. I've been practicing yoga for, you know, almost 15 years now. And, I, you know, continuously do feel better in my body, and I've made a lot of health improvements. But there were some certain areas that were really just irritating me and agitating me and causing me a lot of discomfort. And just this light went off that actually a friend kind of suggested it, and it was just like the light went off. Okay, I'm going to do this cleanse, and I read up on it, and I read about all the mucus that's stored in our body and the mucoid plaque and the lactic acid, and how, you know, the discomforts that can cause, and how that, you know, can be stored in your body from 30 years ago. And, you know, I consumed a lot of toxins for a period of time in my life, and just living on Earth, I consume toxins every day just by breathing, and, you know, just interacting with the Earth. And so I thought, you know, yeah, I've got these toxins stored in me. I know I do. We all do. And so I'm just going to do this cleanse. You know, what does it hurt? I know cleansing and fasting feels wonderful. It clears your mind. It empties it reduces your food cravings for, you know, junky foods and sweet foods, and you just always come out better on the other end. So it really can't hurt anything. So I just went and I decided to do it, and the next day I did it. And basically, you know, I had low energy the first couple of days, and I had a really bad headache the first night. You know, that's just part of the detoxing process. I don't really drink caffeine, so, you know, I know caffeine can give you a really bad headache, but it's just part of the process. And so by, you know, day 4, I was feeling amazing. And I've pretty much felt amazing since then. I've had periods of where I felt weak, but I felt really amazing. And anytime I felt hungry, I just drink the lemonade and it fills my belly, and I'm not hungry. You know, yeah, I'm thinking about food. You'd start to think about food a lot. But you know, I'm not getting like hunger pains and stuff like that, and it's all good. And also part of this cleanse is you do a saltwater flush every morning, and that's where you take sea salt and warm water and you drink that in the morning, because your bowels do slow down, you know, when you're not consuming solid food. And so what that does is it keeps the things moving and keeps whatever you're breaking up inside of you, it keeps that flushing out of you. So you wake up and you feel like, you know, the toxins inside of you that you've loosened up, and then you drink your saltwater flush and you know, you flush it out and you feel better, and you're just like, wow, I've got all this energy for the day. And my mind is feeling so much sharper, my head is feeling clear, my personal communications with others is just feeling so, you know, heartfelt and so right on, and really good. Just like, you know, how my highest self is what it feels like. I feel like I'm able to be present for others. I feel my drama dissipating. You know, it is part of dissolving the ego. As when you don't eat, you know, you're just letting it all settle down. So, you know, it's really been amazing. My joy and inspiration for life, you know, I've always had a certain amount of joy, you know, in waves. It comes and goes, but like right now it's just like the steady stream of, you know, wow, it's beautiful. I feel joyful. I don't need to be super stimulated. I'm happy just sitting here, listening to the wind and watching the clouds. All that is, it's fulfilling in this more empty state of, you know, receiving. By day 4, I think, yeah, it was as early as 4. Basically, I've suffered headaches for many years now, and, you know, attributing it to all sorts of things. And never, you know, they've gotten better over the years, but never really like gone away. And I've been like really sensitive to, you know, headache inducers, you know, whatever that may be. Like here, there's fog in the air sometimes, and whenever fog's around, you know, I'll get a splitting migraine basically and become immobile, and it'll you know, it's really bad. But anyways, what happened around day 4 was really amazing. The mucus that was like stuck in my sinus cavities and my lymph system began to break up. What it felt like was just like this crackling, you know, behind my eyes, in the middle of my head, in my ears, you know, all through here. And it was like, it just went, and I do some ohming, and the vibration of the sound would like push it further. And it was just like this pressure has been released. And that's actually why I did the cleanse. That's part of it. Because I knew that this was stagnant lymph. I knew that this was mucus, and it has just been in there, I mean, forever. And I've slowly been trying to break it up, you know, with yoga and you know, healthy diet, but it's just like this took it to the next level. This was what my body needed. Additionally, in my lower back, around my kidneys, I've had a lot of inflammation. And a lot of stiffness in my lower back. And yeah, I stretch, I do yoga, I eat healthy, and that helps. But wow, this is just, I mean, really moved it through here, and I feel so much more freedom and less pain and less pressure, and I'm really happy with the results that I'm experiencing from this cleanse. And I just feel like super inspired. I feel like anything is possible. I feel like my dreams are completely possible. My dreams at night have been really clear, really vivid. I've been sleeping, I sleep really well usually anyways, but I've just been sleeping even deeper and solid and wake up totally refreshed. Sometimes at night, it's actually harder to fall asleep, because it's easier to fall asleep when you've got some food in your belly. And so what I did to help me fall asleep was use like a sleepy time tea, to and that really really helped, just to like calm the brain down and crash out. And so really sleeping has not been a problem for me at all with this. I climbed on day 6. I climbed to the top of a mango tree and shook down a bunch of mangoes, and it felt good to like give those mangoes to. I love mangoes and I love foraging for mangoes, but it felt really good to gift those to some friends that were with us, and it was like, oh, you take them all, and I just the joy of sharing and of not needing, you just it makes you feel so good. And you realize that, it's really about sharing and giving, and that's what life is about. And life is about feeling, wonderful inside your body, because this is our temple. This is our temple with which we experience life and this earthly experience with. And so it is extremely important that it be as clean and as healthy and as strong as possible. And, fasting is really a tried and true way to achieve that, in addition to healthy lifestyle, a good diet, positive thoughts, clean water, good friends and family and support. That all is helpful as well. But the fasting, people have mentioned and talked about fasting from all parts of the world, all different religions, all different cultures, as a way to achieve health and happiness. And so there's something to it, and there was a time in my life where I couldn't even go a meal without eating. I thought I would die, and my stomach would just roll over in grumbles and just hurt and contract. But I've been eating vegan and mostly raw fruits and vegetables and some cooked food for quite a while now, and I don't really experience those kind of hunger pains. I find that animal products do that a lot more, and heavier sweets and fatty stuff and stuff like that does that to my body more. And so I'm fortunate in that respect. It was easier for me to transition into the fast. And throughout the fast, I really haven't felt those hunger pains or anything. And I fasted before, and I remember the first time I fasted, I really did experience those hunger pains really intense. So, if you're gonna fast, it's wise to try to eat light, and eliminate animal foods and sweets and heavy carbohydrates, before you transition into the fast. Just to so that because then you start to release everything. So just, you don't want to be releasing a whole bunch of junk and just going through a lot of pain all at once. So that's, a way to do it. And then coming out of the fast, you also want to come out slowly. Your body is now in a state of not digesting, and so you don't want to just dump a bunch of food in your system. It'll make you sick and make you feel lousy, and there's really no point, because our bodies, food is important and we do need nutrition, but to take periods of time to fast and to give your body a rest is not only okay, it's the way. It's intelligent, and it's extremely good for you. So, I know people that have fasted up to 40 days on water, and they say they have felt incredible the whole time. I think I'm going to stop, and I'm going to go ahead and start eating again tomorrow, although part of me wants to just keep going with this because I feel so good and I see the results I'm getting, and I will just, it'll just go deeper. But I don't know if now's the time. But I do plan within the next year to do a 21-day fast on juice, and so I'll be more prepared after this one to do that one. And I do plan on doing like 3-day fast periodically, maybe with like the changing of each season or something like that. Because it feels so good. It just, if you're in confusion about anything, or you're feeling like you're overloading your body and you're just craving too much, or whatever it is, 3 days fasting, and it'll just reset everything. And that's always a good thing. So I'm trying to think if there's anything that I haven't shared with you about my experience thus far with fasting. I don't think so. I just wanted to let people know, that maybe haven't even thought about fasting or have thought about it, and what my experience has been, because there's not always a lot of people to talk to about it. And you can always email me if you have any questions about it. And I love talking about these subjects, health and food and, and not eating food and stuff like that. Yeah, I feel just, my heart feels light, my head feels clear, my body feels clean, my hair feels smooth, my skin is smooth and feels really good. Although this fast can be a bit dehydrating, so you just want to make sure that you do drink a lot of water and a lot of lemonade, and just come back to healthy foods, and you'll restore that. The point of this fast is not like total nourishment. It's about cleansing the body, and it's not meant to be designed for every day of your life forever. That's not the point of it. So anyways, thank you for tuning in, thank you for listening, and I look forward to sharing more with you and connecting over these subjects, and rising in our vibration, and getting healthier, and loving life more, and really harnessing life, and living the great dream for which we came here to planet Earth to experience. That's what it's about. So thank you. Aloha, mahalo.